All right, hi everybody. So we're now into week 3 of HCAS143. This week we're going to be covering the integumentary and musculoskeletal systems, and what we have up on the screen right now is our tracking calendar showing everything that's due for this week. So, like always, we have some chapter readings, 6 and 7, out of the Essentials of Diseases and Human Conditions book, and the Understanding Pharmacology text, chapters 6 through 10. We have our lecture that also includes, things like the guided notes. So make sure you also download the doc version of those lectures. Like I've mentioned before, they can be very helpful for when, a year from now or 6 months from now, however long in the future, you're actually studying for your coding exam. We have our discussion. As always, discussion requires you to make your initial post. And then once your initial post is made, you're able to meet the other requirements, which is at least 3 days of participation during the week and 3 different replies during the week as well. So remember, any replies can be to your peers. They can be to anything that I post. They can be to the questions that I post. It all counts, provided they are substantive replies. So, just replying to one of your classmates, something like, oh, that's a really good post, yada, yada, yada. You can always start your reply with that's a good post, but if the summation of your response is good post, then it's not substantive, it's not contributing to your learning, and it's not contributing to your classmates' learning, because remember, our discussions are really about having as close as possible, which it's nowhere near as close as possible. It's not very close in the grand scheme of things, but as close as possible to the same types of interactions and discussions we would have face-to-face in a actual in-person classroom, right? So think about the discussions that way, because really discussion and discussing different things with people are very important for furthering our own knowledge and for furthering other people's knowledge. Next, we have our neurological evaluation case study and our Career Connect assignment. And then there is the week 3 check-in that every class has. This is simply graded 0 or 100. So as long as you turn something in, it gets a 100. It doesn't really affect your grade at all anyway. So I also want to remind everybody, when we come down here on week 3, you'll notice we have a case study assignment, just like we saw in week 1. And when we open this up, you will see the directions. And in this case, we have, again, it's a case study. So we have some neuroexamination results. These are clinical results, so they're not, lab values or anything like that. So we see that somebody did some testing, and they found a couple things here and there. So big thing I want to remind everyone of, as you'll see over here on the side, you get 2 attempts, okay? So make sure you complete that first attempt early in the week, and that will give me the opportunity to provide you feedback that you can use on your second attempt to help not just improve your score, but like I like to say, fill in some of those knowledge gaps that were identified from your first attempt. Then we have our week 3 Career Connect assignment. Now notice this does not have the word case study in the name. So this has 1 attempt, okay? So your Career Connect assignment has 1 attempt, all right? So just keep that in mind. Things are named case study intentionally in Blackboard in order to help give you that second attempt, okay? So with the week 3 Career Connect, make sure that you take your time on it, because there is only that 1 attempt, and ask any questions that you may have before simply submitting it. That is everything that I have for you for week 3. And so if you have any questions, again, like always, don't hesitate to reach out and let me know. You can post in the Ask Your Instructor forum, email me, message me on Teams, message me in Blackboard, etc., etc., etc.